Hi everyone, Kelsey Fair here from K-Fair Landscape Design in Redondo Beach, California. And about a week ago, we installed Kurapia, which is a ground cover in our front yard, and we are super excited about it. For years, we had grass in our front yard, and unfortunately it failed, mostly because of this tree that we have here. It was really causing a lot of shade, and then also our property is a north-facing property, so plants that need a lot of sun, we're always and grass doesn't always need a ton of sun, but it thrives in higher sun areas. So we always had a hard time keeping it alive. And so for a while we went to DG, and we eventually took that out and added the Kurapia on top of it, because the DG just was too messy. And I have some more videos on my website you can check out, and where I kind of explain the pros and cons of DG and where good places to use it are, and where maybe not so good places to use it are. And you can find that more on my YouTube channel. So I want to take you in my garden and kind of show you what's happening with the Kurapia. So this was previously the decomposed granite that we had in here underneath the table. And this is, you can kind of see an area where we used to have it, and you can really see it's super messy. It really gets all over everything, especially when it rains. It does hold moisture really well, but the problem with it really is that because it holds that moisture really well, because we have a north-facing property and we don't get a lot of sun, it doesn't really get a chance to dry out. We haven't really been able to use our front yard area. So what we did was we got this Kurapia installed. So this area right here, kind of in this section right here, is kind of what the Kurapia looked like when it was first installed. It's kind of muddy. This part's sort of under the table, so it hasn't gotten as much sun as other places. It almost looks like just straight root material, and these runners that kind of go along and sort of cover the ground, and that's essentially the ground cover. So this is what it originally looked like for the most part when we rolled it out into the sod rolls. And over here, this area gets a little bit more sun. It's a little bit more on the north side of the property, and you can really see where it's just done extremely well. This is only in a week's time, and you can really see all these tiny little leaves that are starting to pop up out of that root material. And it's just done fantastic. I can't tell you how excited I am about it. We're trying to stay off of it as much as possible. It's super durable material. We actually installed it in between some flagstones, existing flagstones here. We're going to end up actually building out a bench, and that square of soil that you see there is going to be a fire pit. We really like, having fireside chats with our glasses of wine and really enjoying our outdoor space. So this is our front yard in Redondo Beach, and just really trying to utilize our space, our outdoor space, because we don't get a lot of it in the beach cities. We're really on top of each other. So this Kurapia was a great option. Once it's established, we're only going to have to water it once a month when it's warm in the summertime, and in the wintertime, if it rains, we're not going to have to water it at all. So that was just it for us. That was why we decided to install it, because we actually don't have drip irrigation. You can install subsurface drip irrigation underneath the Kurapia, but we like to hand water our garden. It gives us an excuse to be out here. So only having to water the Kurapia once a month was really awesome. So that's me, Kelsey Fair from K-Fair Landscape Design. Again, Kurapia is spelled K-U-R-A-P-I-A. It was actually invented in Japan, and it's been moved, obviously, come to the United States and done really well. Enviroscape LA is the only company I know of in Los Angeles that actually installs the Kurapia, and that can also install it with the subsurface drip. So it's a really, again, great option for a ground cover. Really great for dogs too, people who have dogs. It sort of knits itself back together instead of just burning like grass. So it's just overall a really great product. I loved it so much. I was installing it all over the place in properties I was working on in my designs, and I was just over the moon with it, and so I had to get it in my yard. So you can check out more about this product and more design ideas and videos at my website, kelseyfair.com, and also my YouTube channel at K-Fair Landscape Design.